After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the New York Giants. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. His 1st catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He's got his man, that's Neighbors. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His 1st catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down.
On the jump.
To the air again goes Dart. That is caught. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the 1st points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Chance here for the 1st points of this Super Bowl. 1st down and goal. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down and goal.
Push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Off the play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
We'll go play action here with Dart. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play here in the big game. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On the ground, it's Scalaboo. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll go again with Scalaboo. And he's into the end zone. What a response. And Scalaboo. Touchdown, Giants.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. a run, and it's a rookie from Nebraska. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, KC. Buckner now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff, 14-6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Scatterbrooke. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Once again, it's Scatterbrooke. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Scatterbrooke. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So we've played a quarter here in Super Bowl 61. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. That's caught, and it's Cam Scatterbrooke. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Now 3rd and less than a yard.
Got it. Ready?
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll begin here on the ground. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side for the 50-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards.
And a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first and 10, here is Dart. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. He'll get that out to Scalaboo. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep, Xavier Worthy. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
He'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Owens.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Let's go.
On the give, Scalaboo. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On second down, Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and When great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. First down throw, Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball.
And he will score. Xavier Worthy, touchdown Chiefs. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
The kick is good.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Scattergood. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pick.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, they'll work now on 2nd and 4. Tracy looking to run. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. George Karlaftis there to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and a yard. Short one, caught by the tight end Johnson. And he can't get away. They rallied on the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
They'll go, and here's Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Dart. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they'll take this down inside the 35. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. Dart gonna throw it again. Flush to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
To the air once more is Dart. He has Hines complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of
Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Throwing again, Dart. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Here's a third and 10.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And it's third down.
Throwing is Dart. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's now fourth down.
The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This from 34 yards. That one is good. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of that. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 23, here's second and 6.
Yellow.
Now, Mahomes. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and 2. Here we go. Try to pick this one up on the ground.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It's now fourth down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
Chiefs.
I love this call on fourth down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a run going left. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Mahomes. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here's Mahomes. That's taken in. And he is going to have a Chiefs first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Yellow. Right side.
Now a toss play, running left. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
These are the situations where as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. He's going to run it. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's Scatterboo. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Right back to Scatterboo on 1st down. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
On play action, it is Dart. Pushed out to his left. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 61. We are back for the fourth from New Orleans after this. Big play coming up. This is third down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter. We forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They'll stick with him again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down. Motion man is Rice. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. Mahomes going to keep it on a design run. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. He'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Patrick to throw. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And in motion is Brown. They're trying to get this one on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he is going to have a Chiefs 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down. Up the middle they go. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the lines. It's a loss of a couple.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just...
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
3rd and long for Mahomes. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down. Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Now Mahomes. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
It is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now, a big 3rd down. Out of shotgun. It's dark. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're already up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
He'll step up and run. And the Chiefs have done it. They are once again Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
Another great moment for this terrific franchise.